Hi, everyone. Welcome to GTV, the channel where we bring you interviews and learnings from different business owners and professionals. Our goal is to help you start, scale, and sustain your business. If you are new to this channel, hit that like button, subscribe, share this video, and click on that notification bell for more videos like this. So, for today, I have invited another female tech startup founder. Hi, Kass. Thank you for joining us today. So, maybe do you want to introduce yourself first to our viewers and say hi to them?
Yes, so I'm Kass. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Workbean. Hello, everybody.
So, Cass is one of the Idea Space startups which recently graduated. No, that was batch 8. So, maybe tell them about your journey before you started Work Being Cass.
So my journey was pretty straightforward in the sense that I've always been in sales. My career sort of took off when I started to get my first sales job in an insurance brokerage firm. I think it was there, and maybe because I had a very good mentor, that I fell in love with the process. I fell in love with the art. My art of seduction yan, my art of negotiation yan. I fell in love with it. So that sort of catapulted my career, that got me a job in Cisco in Singapore. And then subsequently, diba, finally going back to my favorite, my first love, which is HR. So I got discovered 3 years into my sales career with Cisco. I got sort of discovered by LinkedIn, and they got me to become, and I became one of their youngest regional account managers in Singapore.
Wow. So yeah, you know what? Seldom kasi do I get to see people in HR, no? Because diba, when we talk about HR, it's usually offline, like you're dealing with people. And now you're in this tech space. So how did you like manage to think about this kind of business?
A lot of it, I would say, is inspired by me being overseas and seeing how HR tech has evolved, right?
Mm.
And I'm seeing a lot of people, parang they're getting used na to Workday. I'm seeing, diba, Workday closing super big deals with HR. And I'm like, this is crazy, diba? HR now has the budget to spend this much. Na? May SAP, Oracle. Sabi ko,
Yeah.
but this is addressing the parang the traditional recruitment or the traditional HR problems.
Mm.
And then I saw lang an opportunity, maybe, di ba, part because I was doing LinkedIn and I was seeing the importance of employer branding. Sabi ko, there's a gap here
Mm.
in recruitment that is new, that's called recruitment marketing.
Okay.
And then when I sort of did my little research in the Philippines, parang a lot of people want to do it. A lot of companies actually want to do it, pero the problem is they don't know lang papaano. They have an
Mm.
idea, but they don't know how. So sabi ko, maybe this is something that we can do.
Mm.
But then again, diba, this idea came by accident. So I can talk more about that later. But that's pretty much how I saw the opportunity to start this.
Nice. Maybe tell us more about Workbean. I'm sure like some of our viewers like this is their first time really to see the brand or to get to know the brand. And what do you do? Like what is Workbean?
So Workbean is a recruitment marketing platform built for recruiters and talent acquisition teams who want to reach the sort of intended candidate that they want for the company.
Mm.
In very plain terms, one can think of us as parang Airbnb, pero companies yung bida. Diba? For
Mm.
Airbnb, yung bida is yung property mo. Pero for Workbean, if you go to the platform, ang bida dun, yung companies. And instead of, diba, in Airbnb, you book a room, you reserve a room for
Yeah.
your stay. In Workbean, the action there is that you apply to the job in this company if you really like what you see. So that's what we do.
Oh, nice, nice. So we'll show like screenshots of your website as well. So maybe Cass, tell us more about 2020. So what like when did you launch? And then what happened after the launch and what happened during the pandemic? Yeah, maybe you can take us through that.
So yeah, we started this concept 2019 again by accident. Initially, we wanted to do something very very different, which is to automate and make career centers, university career centers online. Like if you want to get career advice from your counselor or things like that, gusto namin sana automated na siya. But
Mm.
when we actually actually, as a first-time founder, di ba, ano, ang dala-dala mo lang talaga is lakas ng loob. So, nung pinitch namin siya sa schools, we realized hindi pa ready. Masyado pang marami and masyadong malaking capital infusion. So sabi ko, no, my life savings will not be able to take it. So sabi ko, let's take a step back, diba? 2019 yun, around May. Let's take a step back, isip tayo ibang idea.
Mm.
So dahil we were struggling, diba, first-time founders, anything that's free, we take it. So we saw Kubo, they give free office space. Sabi namin, cool, diba? And then they also provide a free venue. So sabi namin, let's get some HR people to talk to us lang. Ah,
Yeah.
yung bribe lang natin dun is magpa-wine tayo tsaka pizza. So we
Oh,
hosted
not bad.
we got about 10 different people come talk to us about their problems. Tapos, yun na, nagiging deep na yung conversation, di ba? They were sharing their challenges in hiring. But then, I asked them na, hirap kayong mag-hire, pero naisip nyo na ba, in the first place, ano ba yung perception ng tao sa inyo? Gusto ba
Mm.
talaga nila? Do they even want to work with you? Have they heard of your company? Then, di ba, that got them thinking, oh nga, no. Um,
Yeah.
kilala ba nila kami? Narinig na ba nila kami? Then, that's when I started to introduce the concept of, baka gusto nyo to think about another way of championing your company as an employer.
Mm.
So, doon na nag-start. Then, I pitched the idea na, oh, we're thinking of building something of an Airbnb experience for companies. Are you guys in? So from then on, siguro 80% of those people who are there have been our pilot customers, are still on the platform now. And that's sort of how Workbean started. So 2019 yon.
Mm.
2020, natapos na namin. 2019, nakapag-pull na kami ng pilot customers. So sabi namin, 2020, medyo auspicious pa. So
Oo.
around Chinese New Year yon ng 2020, nag-launch kami.
Okay.
Tapos,
Excited pa eh.
super excited, di ba? Auspicious to, Chinese New Year. A couple of months after that, di ba? Global lockdown. Yay! So, ano na, employer branding ka pa more, di ba? So,
Oo.
so
Ano
we're
na?
super, super worried, di ba? Are we gonna make sense for companies, di ba?
Mm.
May say pa ba to? But one of the things that we really thought na nagulat din kami was
Mm.
how much people cared about how companies responded in care for their employees.
Yeah.
That made a lot of difference. Doon kami nagkaroon ng light bulb moment na, okay, this business still makes sense. Hindi lang ready yung companies now.
Mm.
Kasi they're either letting people go or figuring out how the whole remote work works. So
Yeah.
sabi, okay lang, diba, let's keep them happy pa rin, give them their numbers and whatnot. Pero at the same time, kailangan na natin sort of mag-pivot ng growth approach.
Yeah.
So, when we started to do that, nag-pivot kami ng growth approach because we are a two-sided market. We need to figure out what kind of job seekers are we doing this for? Is
Mm.
it for the blue collars, for the masses, ganyan. So, we did a lot of research. We figured out it's actually the digital talents that are millennials and
Mm.
Gen Zs who care a lot about a company's culture, who care a lot about a company's reputation. So, when we saw that, doon na kami nag-start na,
Mm.
okay, hindi pa ready si companies, let's put that on hold, pero ready ang job seekers for something new.
Mm.
So we rode a lot of viral marketing. So we never really spent a lot on marketing there kasi ang dami nag-viral during that time kasi nga bored ang tao. So
Oo.
online, 'di ba? Lahat ng online panalo 'yan. So niride namin siya. Nung niride namin siya, nag-spike yung Facebook followers namin, ganyan. We never spent hundreds of thousands to acquire fans and followers. Lahat
Yeah.
yun, parang tinry namin siya organically. So, nag-grow. Nag-grow, tapos yung top functions ng tao that are on Workbean now are actually digital talents. At one point, the highest clicked job on Workbean was a data scientist job, which is crazy. So
Wow.
we're like, these people really know what they want and they want to make sure they're getting into the right company.
Yeah,
So
so that's
that's the
amazing ah. Kasi yung parang in terms of like the like yung sinakyan niyo yung wave. Totoo eh. Like one of the news that I read before was how the Airbnb founder like really took care of the people even if they
yeah.
retrenched people, no. People were still like, "Wow, he's such a good CEO," no. So yeah, I can imagine like a lot of news with regard to that. So in terms of like pivot in the site, did you do certain changes? because you zoomed into a particular market?
Yes. So again, inspired by Airbnb, they were one of the first companies to release their parang alumni directory kasi they had to let people go.
Yes.
In the spirit of taking care of these people, nag-release sila ng alumni directory. These people are vetted, di ba? Their
Yeah.
Airbnb employees hire them. Sabi
Mm-mm.
namin, hala, ang daming unemployed sa Philippines, nagsara pa yung ABS-CBN, so
Oh
patong-patong.
yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're right.
So, ang daming nawala ng trabaho. Sabi
Mm-mm.
ko, gawa tayo ng directory.
Oh
Sabi ko
nice.
lang sa team ko, gawa tayo directory. Sabi, gano'ng kabilis?
Oh.
Sabi ko, 1 week, ganyan. Try mo. So, di ba, nagalit sila. Parang, no, di ba, may roadmap. Sabi ko, hindi.
Yeah.
Let's serve the Filipino people. Actually, yun pala yung isa sa biggest na ni-launch namin during the pandemic.
That is
I think
amazing.
it's
Oh.
still here. We call it the Workbean Talent Finder. If you go to Workbean, you navigate the site. We'll
Yeah.
show tips probably later. You can create a talent card if
Mm-mm.
you're looking for a job. And the goal of that was nilako namin siya sa recruiters na nag-hire pa.
Oh
Sabi namin, these
nice.
guys, prioritize mo sila. These
Mm-mm.
people are either fresh grads or they lost their jobs. And
Mm-mm.
they're the most vulnerable people in the society now. Kasi, di ba, fresh
Yeah.
grads, naturally, kailangan talaga ng trabaho kasi para saan pa yung pinagtapos nila. So, yun, that was one, di ba, in the spirit of serving the community and building our
Mm-mm.
audience also, we launched the Workbean Talent Finder.
Amazing, amazing. How about for 2021, Cass? Like, do you have any plans or are you rolling out other features?
Yeah, so 2021, balik alindog program ng companies.
Yeah, true.
Hiring ulit.
Business as
We
usual.
realized that they're gonna hire again, which is good. It's a
Mm-mm.
great, it's a very good news
Yeah.
for us. So what we're going to do for 2021 is really, i-revamp namin actually ulit si Workbean site.
Mm-mm.
We're gonna add so much more information. Again, in the spirit of really shaking up the job search industry,
Yeah.
we want Workbean to be so full of information na pag pumunta ka sa site ng Workbean, pumunta ka sa company page nito, nandiyan na lahat ng information na kailangan mo to make the right career decision. So this year, magkakaroon ng total revamp ulit on the company pages that are on Workbean. And
Mm-mm.
then we're gonna lay the foundations to figure out if we can match people with the right companies using their values, kung aligned ba, and see if there's a match. And then finally, we're gonna, well, this is already ongoing since online is forever na.
Mm-mm.
Webinars, podcasts, all of these things. We just rolled this out to our customers. They have the option to get, parang to choose from a menu of services that we have. Whether it's podcast, webinar, ang kailangan lang nila mag-show up, kami magsiset up ng lahat.
Nice.
Kami magpo-push nun sa intended audience nila na gusto ko software engineers yung mag-attend. So we're gonna find
Mm-mm.
software engineers to attend, and then subsequently kung gusto nila mag-apply yung mga yon, we're gonna do that. So we're gonna do very, very heavy recruitment marketing efforts for
Yeah.
companies that are on Workbean.
Maybe I just want to add another question. No? Like, in terms of the challenges that you see, like people, the companies who are hiring right now, what do you think are the top challenges right now for them?
The top challenge now is that it's a candidate driven market.
Mm.
It basically means, di ba, if before, when we were looking for jobs, ang
Mm-mm.
tanong sa atin ng companies, but ikaw,
Yeah,
can
true.
you bring to the table, things, kailangan mo ibida yung sarili mo to the highest level.
Mm-mm.
But more and more, the conversation is shifting
Mm-mm.
to companies making the pitch to a candidate.
Nice.
Meron,
Wow.
like, we have customers, diba, they're saying, there are recruiters na sabi, oh, I have a pitch. I have a sales pitch. Sabi ko, you're
Yeah.
I have a sales pitch to a candidate because they don't know who we are and I need to pitch why we're the right company for them. So,
Yeah.
this is new. And that's a challenge na sometimes we don't realize kasi we're very much embedded into our own processes. But doing recruitment now pala has some sort of sales pitching that's required.
Mm-mm.
And that's how we want to help. Na parang, let's make your pitch more valuable. Let's make your pitch more shiny.
Mm-mm.
Kasi yan yung nakikita ko na parang it's 90% of the market now is candidate driven talaga, especially digital. And hindi mo na like, you can't deny the fact that it's digital kasi those companies that failed to transform during 2020, unfortunately, they didn't thrive. They had to close down. Companies that are still surviving now found a way to go digital, whether it's through marketing and things like that. And that requires digital talent.
Mm-mm.
Again, digital talent, they want different things na. So, you need to know ano ba yung gusto nitong digital talent na to? Kasi yan yung kailangan mo ibigay for them to work for you.
Nice. Alam mo, yeah, ever since no, I came across Workbean. I love that you really highlight the core values, no? Kasi before, puro expertise eh. Ganun lang eh, magpapadala ka like, these are the roles, no? Or you're gonna post like, these are the roles, these are the expertise, ito yung responsibilities, ito yung tasks, ito yung yung gano'n, di ba? Expertise, leadership skills, yung mga gano'n ilalagay mo, right? But now, it's all about also like building that brand. Yeah, let's use that term now. Like building your brand so that people see like how you treat the employees, how you actually built your brand as well, like what your vision is, what your mission is for the company. And it's so nice to see that you also like help employers with that, no? And it's really putting it in the forefront, like the core values in the forefront of everything, and also their brand, and enhancing it. And yeah, and I realized, no, because you mentioned yeah, Airbnb, one of the things that we also do in Taxumo right now is we don't just have the initial interview where you ask about like the usual, no, like why should we hire you, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, no? But they also go through a core values interview. So we have that in Taxumo, so two interviews, no? It's really for knowing the skills and expertise and also the core values, because we believe that it's very important also to get the right match. So para siyang dating, 'di ba? So
Yes.
dapat swak kayo in terms of like values and all.
Yes.
So maybe Cass, like what are your tips now for like for the companies who are hiring?
Um, Staying on the theme of recruitment marketing, don't underestimate its power. I know that a lot of companies now, syempre, gusto natin mabilis yung pag-hire ng tao. But then sometimes kasi, even if mabilis yung pag-hire mo ng tao, if they join your company for the wrong reasons or without the parang alignment,
Mm.
um, yung attrition rate mo tataas. They're
Yeah.
gonna leave, and that's gonna cost higher, diba? Um, that's gonna cost the company. So, don't underestimate the power of recruitment marketing. Yes, it might take a bit of time to perfect that. But that's the reason why a company like Workbean exists. Kasi
Mm.
we want to take away that headache na hindi naman ako marketer, recruiter ako eh. Exactly. That's
Yeah.
why we're gonna support you. You do your hiring, ganyan. But mag-ready ka lang kung bigla dumami yung applications. 'Di ba? That's a problem for another day. Pero tutulungan ka namin i-jack up yung brand mo para
Yeah.
dumami mag-apply na same man lang yung mindset, na naiintindihan yung business mo, na naiintindihan yung values mo bilang, 'di ba, whatever kind of company you are. So, yeah, don't underestimate the power of recruitment marketing because
Mm.
it's really going to change conversations with your desired talent.
Nice. Thank you, Cass. So please do invite them. Like share your links or your social media accounts.
Yes, so if anyone wants to connect with me, I have a soft spot for startups, of course,
Mm.
who are, trying to figure out ano ba brand namin, how do we, attract their people. We did a lot of trial and error to build the Workbean brand, to get the right set of talent. Um, I'm very happy to have a conversation with startup founders on this regard. You can connect with me on LinkedIn. It's Kass Monzon, or email me at cass@workbean.co. And then for companies also, kahit traditional company ka pa or high
Mm.
growth startup ka or whatever, we have different approaches on how we help these companies. I mean, we've had a very traditional company come to us. The mindset of the people, na parang very, very different talaga. Very traditional din yung mindset ng job seeker coming into this company. But we just got a call from this company. Sabi niya, guys, nakuha ko na ROI ko kasi may na-hire na ako. At alam niyo,
Wow.
hindi kami traditional company, so thanks. So, those kinds of things I'm very much happy to help companies transform then their recruitment. So, down for any kind of conversation. there.
Wow, thank you so much, Cass. Thank you for being so generous with your insights and your learnings, no? And yeah, I appreciate it very much that you took time out really from your busy schedule. Like as a CEO, I'm sure of a startup, ang dami nating ginagawa, di ba? So, but yeah, thank you so much. So, I hope like the companies or the startups who are watching this really take into account recruitment marketing. So there, so just contact Cass. Thank you, Cass.
Thanks, Ginger. Appreciate this. Thanks for having me talaga.
All right. Thank you. And to our viewers, thank you. If you haven't liked, please like, share, subscribe, and click on that notification bell for more videos like this. Again, this is Ginger. Thank you for watching. Bye.